EGM Network.
This is Martha Matters. From real estate, healthcare, current events, taxes, or just about any topic, we're talking about it. Call us with any questions on just about any subject. Now, here she is, Martha!
Well, hi there and welcome. Hey, well, I hope everybody's getting through the holidays with a smile on their face and is happy. But I feel that it's very appropriate in timing. I want to discuss New Year's resolutions. Everybody smiles and they look forward to them. And the basic things, diet, stop smoking, all of those, I'm not going to even discuss. 90% of them, after 2 weeks, they say forget it anyway. I want to give you some resolutions that you can work on as a new goal for life. That is, if you're in the service industry where you get tips, or if you're salaried every other week, whatever the case may be, and you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, I'd say all the way up to 55, you can spend as little as $10 less in your budget. Put that $10 a week in your, let's say, an envelope. When it reaches $100, I want you to start a Roth IRA, and for the rest of the entire year, not 2 weeks, take $10 a week out of your pay. You won't miss it, especially if you stop smoking or something. But don't overdo it to the point where you can't keep it. Oh, I spend $40 a week on smoking. Don't make your goal $40 a week for the entire year. You may have a rough time keeping that up. Do what you can afford. $10 or $20, but I want to emphasize as little as 10. And every time you get $100, take it and put it into your Roth IRA. And what you do as soon as you have $200, you start like a Vanguard. Let's see, there are a number of good ones. I'd say the Vanguard S&P 500 fund, which it's like a mutual fund of top investment stocks, and just keep adding to that throughout the year, and then next year and the year after. And by the time you're 65 or 70, you will have a very, very nice size Roth IRA, in addition to a pension if you have one, or Social Security, or both. You will be very, very comfortable. And the big thing is the discipline is funny. It is so important, because even with me being a realtor, every once in a while I'd get like a very large sale and put the whole money in the checking account. That's the worst thing I could do, because I'll go out and buy a new dress, tell myself I deserve it, and this and that, and spend money on little stuff, even a bunch of cookies that you normally wouldn't buy. Please enjoy yourself, but just take as little as $10 a week out of your pocketbook and put it in an envelope, save it until you have $100. Then with, I think, as little as $200, you can start an S&P 500 fund. And it's just fabulous. And I recommended Vanguard because they don't charge fees. Some of the others, I forget, there are very good ones, Dodge and Cox and some others, but they all have monthly fees or quarterly fees, but Vanguard does not. So you can never go wrong, and even if you get a windfall down the road by selling a property or something, you can always keep this Vanguard fund till the end of your retirement. It's something that you don't need to sell at all, but you can use it for your retirement until we all say, you know, when you die, I wish I want to spend every last penny I have saved, and that just never happens. You always have something to give to your relatives or let them inherit it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, some people who I've seen some that are so angry, I'm not leaving money to anyone, and the last minute, I'm going to spend my last 20 cents, even if I have to swallow a steak with caviar the last 2 breaths I have.
Do you know somebody that did that, Martha?
Yes.
Okay, good. So I have a question about that. Actually, it's an observation. So you're talking about the Roth IRA when we started the show, and I'm not sure how many IRAs a person can have, and that's not my question. But the Vanguard S&P 500, that is a different type of account, correct? So you could have that one along with an IRA or a Roth IRA?
That is correct.
Okay.
That is very much correct.
Okay. So you don't have to worry about the taxes and this and that, blah, 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 blahs.
No, they send you statements. They're willing to work with you if you want to put it on your computer.
Okay.
But, and if you're scared about AI and Google and all of that, they will send you monthly statements. There are all kinds of things you can do, but the nice part is no fees.
Right.
And when when you start something with that small amount of money, you don't need fees.
No, you don't need fees. And you know what? I'm just going to say one thing just that I learned years ago when they started the IRA. So I'm going to say however many years ago. I don't want to date myself. I literally didn't have a ton of money.
Yeah.
And it reminded me to do that, to save the money weekly, to get the, you know, to do it. The old Christmas clubs that we used to have when you'd save like put $1 a week in at the end of the year, you had $52 to go shopping for Christmas, which back then $52 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But you just get into the routine of doing it. So I started my IRA with $5 of the routine of doing it every week. And then I would turn around when I did make other sales and blah, 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 blah. It would be $100 or $200 a week. And you know what? It does add up. And so even if you only got $5, start it.
Yes.
You know, it's the starting it that's the most important.
It's the starting it and staying with it. You don't give it up in 2 weeks like you do a diet or smoking or something like that.
Yeah.
It can be a life changer. You don't know what the future is. You can, if you're happily married or if you're single. If you're happily married, you never know when the spouse may die. If you're single, you never know when you'll get married. You don't know what the future is. So to take care of yourself first by doing this small savings. And it's a resolution that will absolutely give you results for many, many years. And it sets you apart from a lot of your friends and associates and neighbors and so forth, because not enough people do it. Some do, and that's really how Elon Musk got wealthy. They had him, he collected way back when he was little. He collected these $2 bills. And because they question them as being authentic in the stores, they are authentic. You can cash them and get $2 and change, but they're so fancy and pretty looking, and you want to save them, that a lot of store owners aren't up on it, and they think, oh, I'm not sure if that's Confederate or not, and they actually refuse to take them. But so he built up when he was 3, 4, 5 years old. He knew the importance of saving $1. And that's how now, not just by doing that, but that gave him the idea of finance and how important it is. And he's to my best knowledge, the wealthiest man on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying we're all going to reach that. Of course not, because he's not still saving $2 a week. Goodness knows what he's doing.
Well, he might be, but you never know. I mean, if he started that way, it gave him the incentive and gave him the initiative and the, I can't think of the word, the chutzpah to keep doing it every week. Right?
Yeah, for the rest of his life.
Well,
and for those of you who are older, it's never too late to start saving.
Yeah, it isn't.
You may not get the bundle, but if you can even save in your retirement, it's amazing. And it doesn't mean that saving in your retirement is all going to go to your relatives. If you're healthy, you may take a very expensive trip that you hadn't planned on and never thought you can afford, and you can go on it now. There are a lot of things. If you need to have some medical expenses, your private funds, you can have a nurse practitioner or aide help you at home when you're recuperating, where normally you wouldn't be able to afford it. All kinds of things can happen, and it's wonderful. If you're disabled with one of your legs or arms or something, you can afford to have the car adjusted for your handicap or disability. All kinds of things can happen which you have no idea on. If we all knew our future and the day we're going to die and how much we'd have at that time, we'd probably all think differently, but it's one of those things that you don't know. And I hate to say it, but if you do have cancer and let's say you're 90 years old, you do have cancer like pancreatic cancer, and the doctor has given you his best prognosis that you have a solid 2 years to live and then you'll get a little sick or bedridden. Actually, instead of being sad, that's almost a beautiful thing. You have time to get everything done that you want to get done, and you can plan accordingly. It's almost like the last 2 years is your final vacation, and you can do what you want, not waste time during the day watching soap operas. Maximize your time with friends, with relatives, with activities you enjoy doing. And that last 2 years can also be the happiest time of your life if you're also helping other people through church and volunteer organizations, anything. So let's not be sad about every little thing. We all want to live indefinitely, but we all know we all have the same time coming. So let's make the most of every single Christmas.
Right. You bring up a good point with that, Martha. If someone told me that you had 2 years left to live, you would shift your thought pattern and whatever, but you can do that right now.
Yeah,
You don't
can-
need somebody to tell you have 2 years left.
Right.
Because you know everybody's got a limited amount of time. You just don't know what it is.
Right.
Right.
So make the most of every
Right,
single
right.
day.
Yeah.
Every single day, keep in mind to help somebody a little bit or ever so small, like help them go shopping or help if your packages are heavy, help them by putting the packages in the car for them. There are all kinds of little things that people will remember you for forever that may not seem that important to you, but it's an act of kindness toward other people. And that goes such a long way.
Yeah, it does.
And besides the money that I talk about, that kind of attitude is very important to make it a New Year's resolution. Be kind and nice. Kindness goes a long way, and people on the receiving end of it often do not forget it. They appreciate it. And that would be great. There are other things that you can do too. Work on sports or exercise. I don't mean professional sports, but work on good exercise. And anyone you encourage to join you, you're doing a good deed to them. There's almost anything you can do. If they have a cold, make some homemade soup and bring it over to them. They'll never forget you for it. So all kinds of good things will happen. If number one, you have a New Year's resolution of how to save money, which I told you what to do, and also if every day you keep in the top of your thoughts an act of kindness toward any or all people that you come across, even in the public shopping store. So let's take a quick rest and we'll be right back. So please stick with me. I want to introduce you to our main sponsor, Highland Plaza, located on US 1 on the east side of the Highland Drive traffic light. We even have our own left-hand turn lane. One of the places in there, the first one on the north side, is Easy Stop, and you will be surprised what competitive and beautiful prices they have. You should give it a shot. Also, Tony's Hairstyling Salon is ideal for the entire family at all ages. He and his wife have run a salon there for years with a huge following. Also, we want to tell you about La Taberna Restaurant. It has the freshest Mexican food in town and a well-experienced chef. You will be most surprised not only by the food, but the reasonable prices. Also, I want to tell you about the nail salon. It's Luxury Nails. Let me tell you, they do everything, both for walk-in clients and appointments. Appointments are really appreciated, but they treat all clients professionally. Now, I want to repeat to you, this is located on US 1, just east of Highland Drive at the traffic light. It's a beautiful yellow building with a maroon awning. We look forward to seeing you there. Come on over.
I'm John King, certified arborist with King Tree Management. Every cut on your tree is permanent. King Tree Management cuts your costs by making the right cuts the first time. Contact me at King Tree Management. We treat your trees like royalty.
Happy holidays. Let Evergreen Media get your business on everybody's shopping list. Hire Evergreen Media to place advertising on streaming TV, radio, even social media. Contact Evergreen Media at egreenmedia.com.
Right now at Sunshine Furniture, it's holiday sale time. You can save up to 50% on selected groups of indoor and outdoor furniture from Lloyd Flanders, Telescope, Windward, Capri, Seawinds, Universal, Lexington, and lots more. Sofas, love seats, dining sets, patio groups, occasional chairs, dining and bedroom sets, all on sale just in time to make Santa say ho, ho, ho. We have the largest selection of coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast, including a gallery of Berlin Garden, Pollywood, Hooker, Tommy Bahama, and Lexington. Also, all pictures, lamps, and accessories are half off. And don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store just across the street from our main location with lots of new closeout and markdown pieces. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com. Come in now for our holiday half-price sale.
Sunshine Furniture.
Nobody outpowers America, and nobody outperforms the lawnmowers and power equipment at Moore Motors. Discover great products made in the USA by Bobcat, Hustler, Cub Cadet, and Steel Power Equipment. All backed with local service and parts. Going on 40 years serving the Treasure Coast. Moore Motors has an American-made lawnmower for you. 5135 US 1 Vero Beach. Anything and everything it takes to make tall grass short. Moore Motors.
Well, hi there and welcome back. Hey, you know, there is just so many good resolutions you can make. Some people say, well, I'm a member of a church. I go once in a while. I'm one of these Christmas and Easter people. Or whatever religion you are. Even if you say, oh, I used to celebrate Hanukkah, but now I can't be bothered. Well, this is a very special year. The Jewish tradition of Hanukkah and Christmas Day, the 25th of December, are the same day this year. So you should be celebrating the holidays. If you have Jewish friends, Christian friends, they're all the same day. That only happens once in about, I'm guessing, at 100 years. And this is the year that's happening, when Hanukkah and Christmas is the same day. And there is just so much cause for joy. You can all celebrate together, have meals together. Relatives that haven't seen each other in 5-10 years are now all inviting you over and moving closer to where you live. There are all kinds of opportunities to make this a unique and joyous holiday season before it comes to an end. And I told you what to do about the resolutions. And the biggest single thing is attitude, kindness, love, awareness, thinking of other people, and even someone you don't know, like who's in the public supermarket. If they drop their purse on the floor and they aren't disabled, but they really have trouble bending over, help them, pick it up for them. All these little things will make someone else's day a bright one. And we really want to do that all year long, not just the holiday season, which makes it a very good resolution. Think of Christmas as every day. Think of love as every day. Think of kindness as every day. That is the best resolution you can ever have. And I know we all have good and bad days, but even on the bad days, try to think of other people and helping someone out in need or making someone happy, whatever the case may be. So on that note, I want to wish you all the happiest of the holidays and a successful new year. And whatever is best for you, the future is looking brighter. And The people I come across say the exact same thing. They feel so much more optimistic now. Let's enjoy it, let's apply it, and have a happy, happy new year.